What's up, everybody, and welcome in to another edition of the Sit Down. As always, if you enjoy this video, please make sure you hit that like button and let me know what you think of today's very interesting discussion in the comment section below. If you're new around here, you just haven't done it yet, or you're living in a rock and seeing this video for the first time, I don't know what you're waiting for. Hit that subscribe button below now so you never miss another sit down video. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get into a breaking news topic, and the most polarizing person here on Mob YouTube is Sammy the Bull Gravano. He came in with an iron fist. He did some truly transcendent content headed by James Carroll. It was called Our Thing, and over the last year or so, Sammy has tailed off considerably. He has resorted to pay for question live streams, cash grabs, and fighting with myself and other content creators. That said, we may know now why that is. Today, some absolutely breaking news came out in this genre, and I got to be honest, a lot of people are going to be upset with this. However, when you peel back the onion, I have to admit I'm pretty excited for this. According to Variety, Sammy the Bull Gravano has a new series coming, and it will debut on FX. Now, according to Variety, it looks as if Terrence Winter is attached to write this series as a screenwriter, and Antoine Fuqua will direct. Now, this is huge news for Gravano due to the fact that whether we like Sammy the Bull or not, he has a fantastic story, a long story, and we need new mob content. The problem is, and I hope this doesn't happen, I hope this isn't railroaded by Gravano and the same dumb stories that he's told recently. Hopefully they aren't attached to this. But when we look at what is going on here and when this will come out, this isn't some ragtag thing done by Sammy. This is a major network. Understand, FX has put out some of the greatest television shows of all time, including Sons of Anarchy, The Shield, Snowfall, and other great shows like Fargo and The Americans. So FX is no weak, like goofy channel somewhere on the dial. This is a good channel, and it's put out some great series over the years. And when you're writing and doing TV and or movies right now, especially in the crime urban type thing, you need certain directors, screenwriters, and when it comes to that, this has the tops of the top associated with it. And I haven't even told you about someone also involved in this whole thing. Now, the director in this is going to be Antoine Fuqua, who, if you don't know who Antoine Fuqua is, he was the director and kind of overseer of Training Day. In fact, he's also done films like Southpaw, Magnificent Seven, Shooter, Tears of the Sun. He's terrific. And when we look at what he's done recently, as far as TV is concerned, he was an executive producer on what I think is one of the best TV shows on currently, Mayor of Kingstown. This guy is really good, and I think going to be perfect to direct this type of series. Now, the screenwriter is going to be Terrence Winter, who, quite frankly, when it comes to mob television shows, TV, movies, I don't know if there's a better modern person for this. Obviously, if you know anything about Terrence Winter, he was the executive producer of Boardwalk Empire. He was a writer and executive producer for The Sopranos during kind of the fourth into the final episode of the season. He also recently has done stuff like Tulsa King with Taylor Sheridan. He was involved with Wolf of Wall Street, which was one of the best movies of the last 15 years or so. This is the exact people you want when you're going to put together an urban crime or organized crime screenplay, film, television series. Sammy the Bull definitely got the big guns for this. And maybe this explains why over the last year or two, Sammy has not done much of anything. He's also attempted to do his own TV series, which kind of flamed out pretty quick, which he put onto his own channel. We remember that. That was like last year sometime. But it's also another name associated with this project that has me kind of interested. According to Variety, Nick Pileggi will ultimately be involved as well in executive production. Now, Nick Pileggi is a legend when it comes to Italian American Mafia crime, TV, and film, due to the fact that he essentially wrote Wise Guy, which turned into Goodfellas, arguably the greatest movie of all time. And he was also involved in Casino, um, American Gangster, all sorts of other great films. So, and remember, he also co-wrote The Irishman and was involved in that too. So, is this Martin Scorsese? No, but this is the absolute best of the best, in my opinion, when it comes to television right now. I know there's a lot of people that don't like Sammy the Bull Gravano, and there's going to be a lot of upset people when they hear about this recent little stunt by Sammy. But let's be honest, Sammy is in his late 70s, and this will likely be his final hurrah in all of this. Whether or not I like him or not, he has a wild story, and a story filled with all sorts of things. In the end, Sammy the Bull Gravano was once the underboss in the most popular, well-known organized crime family of all time, and at the height of its power. Be honest, if his boss was Carmine Persico, we wouldn't know as much about Sammy. But his boss was John Gotti, and John Gotti is the most recognized person in the history of the American Mafia. We might not like Sammy, but let's be honest, all of us will watch this and maybe we'll learn a little something about Sammy and the things he does. I hope, and I just hope, and I guarantee it won't happen, is that the victims of Sammy Gravano, the families of these people, likely won't see a dime from this. And this is the kind of topsy-turvy thing that TV and film is. It's not always easy to see, but they're stories that need to be told. Let's just hope the writers and leaders of this whole brigade do it the right way. As always, thank you for watching. I wanted to update you on something that came out just over the last hour or two. Big announcement. It looks like Sammy the Bull has a new show coming out in the next couple of years, and FX is on board, and big time people are associated with this project. It's also been released in Variety, which means that this is happening and will be happening. This isn't some tacky idea. Everybody signed on, and it looks like this is going to get into production pretty soon. Pileggi's even involved with it. Let me know in the comments, what do you think of this idea? Will you be watching? And will it actually happen? Let me know of the people connected to this as well. What do you think of those people? Most notably Fuqua and Terrence Winter, who at this point were at the top of the charts when it comes to crime TV and films. As always, I have a new video coming out on Saturday, so make sure you check that out. I'll see you next week here on The Sit Down.